This is the anti-inflammatory way. This is what you want to put in your soup. So I've got the lime leaf and the chili, lemongrass, garlic, ginger here. Here's the galanga. This is it's very lime. You don't eat this, it just flavors your soup. Chew on it and spit it out. A little bit of onion, portobello mushroom, and then I'll start throwing in vegetables we got. So these are going in more or less first, and then I'm going to put in the tomato straight away so the tomato condenses down. Vegetables, we got the cilantro here. We got a mixture of basil and spearmint, and that eggplant, a couple of onions. I use Mama noodles. These are a good brand. They have good chemicals inside. They got a little curry paste, a little more chili powder in here, or soup base. You've got one pack of noodles for 2 people with all these ingredients, all these. Then I've got some more. This is tom yum paste, so it's a red curry paste. See, some comes with the noodles. I just put a bit more in. And then we use a little fish sauce, a little soy, salt and pepper. So the fish has been marinating in its clean marinade. And now it comes out, all that blood's off. And you can just peel it away with your fingers. This was off the boat yesterday. I'll just use the knife here to finish this off. Just take that skin off, give yourself a steak. And if you smell this now, you'll see there's no smell at all. It's really clean, and that just makes it taste good. Fresh, that is. Perfect. Okay, throw away the first marinade. And then if you've got 10 more minutes, it's always good to just give it a little fresh marinade. And for that, I'm going to use some fish sauce, which is an anchovy-based sauce. Just throw that on. I'm going to throw in a little thin soy sauce. You can take a little bit of the garlic, just stick the garlic inside the fish as a marinade as well. And I'll give that. So first thing is I'm going to cook the fish and sear the fish on both sides, and that locks the flavor in. So take a second, let this heat up. Use a good heavy pan, olive oil, and let that get smoky. Oh, here we go. Alright, this is just smoking. You see the smoke coming off of that. There's probably a little more olive oil than I usually use, so I pour about half of that out before I do the next step. You can see this fish is cooked on the outside, it's just starting to cook on the inside. I'm only going to half cook it like this, because it's going to go back into the soup and finish off. So that's a good start. I'll take this, put it to one side. A little of that oil. And now with this oil, it's got a little bit of the salmon juice in there. I'm putting in seasonings, the lemongrass, the chili, the ginger, the galanga root. And also, one of the first things I'm going to put in is the tomato, because I want this to cook down. Eggplant goes in, the mushroom is going in. And I'm going to put in half the herbs. This is the basil. Just tear it, throw it in. How's that smell? Delicious. A little of this red curry paste, which you get from the Thai store at the same time as you get the other. So we've put in chili powder already. Then I've got this chicken stock. We're also going to put in lime here. Just use a teaspoon, just gouge it in. And then later, when we finish off the soup, we might add a little more lime. It's a progression of fish sauce, lime, and a little sugar. And then I'm going to add water slowly to this now. I only add water slowly because I want it to cook. I want the stock to unfreeze as well. I've added a little more water. That stock was mostly chicken, so this is a chicken salmon soup. Put the salmon back in now. Let that finish off cooking. I'm leaving the pieces as whole as possible. It will break. Alright, this is starting to bubble now, and you see I've got a fair bit of water. The next part is really about taste and flavor. Now, 2 things that I didn't put in straight away. At the end of the soup, it's about tasting and flavor. It's about getting it right. So I'm going to put in fish sauce, which is that anchovy salt, a little soy, not too much. And if it's too salty, we can fix that. Lemon. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of sugar. A little in the soups just brings that flavor out. And I want that limey effect, so I'm going to add a little more lime and then taste. And this is something you just have to experiment with. We go around that cycle and add gradually. A little lime, a little soy, and a little sugar. And they all balance out to give you a flavor. The other flavor comes from the curry paste. That's perfect. And then finish this off. Throw in the noodles. It takes 3 minutes to do a little bit of noodle. More cilantro in. And again, I haven't let it bubble for a long time. I just heated it up because you want your vegetables, like your green onions here, to be crunchy. And then transfer to a bowl. A great Thai soup with some lunch material right there. Hey, one a day. Enjoy.